Case study, state of Utah. They want a search engine. They try to do this. Turned out terrible. They were getting complaints. Nobody wanted to use that search engine. So then they said, oh, we know Dr. Dean Don at ASU. Let's bring him in. Let's run the best value approach. So this is their requirement. They want a search engine that all the vendors can use, all the, quote, organizations they service can use, so that when whatever words they put in, what they're looking for, pops up immediately. And then they said, we expect you to do these things, which is the best value approach. So don't be deceived. If you get this project, you're going to do what we want you to do, which is make it totally transparent, make it simple, and mitigate all risk. Then they gave them the existing metrics. And I don't mean to embarrass anybody, but the metrics on their current system was not very good. Then they said, this is what we want. And metrics. It's a 4-month duration. They were really hoping that we could do this. All the vendors came in, and you can see the number of points each vendor got in their area. You can see that one stood out among all the competitors. And this was amazing because I know that some of these competitors were working for the state of Utah on other projects. The state of Utah knew them well. And they actually performed very well in this competition. But a best value popped up that was cheaper, better, faster, and so impressive that the state of Utah ended up giving them not only the contract for what they were supposed to do, but they had this laundry list of items to actually run this system that they wanted done at the same time, which we didn't encourage because we were very nervous. We knew the vendor could do what they're asking for. We didn't know that they could do it very easily, that they could have a system that actually managed this search engine. We asked them, can you deliver these items? They said, absolutely. We did have to help them because even the vendor didn't quite understand how the best value approach works. So one of the things we learned in this case study is that once the user selects the vendor, the best value expert must now help the vendor and educate them so they understand what best value is and how to minimize communications and how to resolve issues. Like I say, they awarded not only the quote search engine, but how to manage that search engine. And we told the vendor, okay, so what are your metrics? How does everybody know that you performed? And so they came up with their metrics of what their future system would do. The state was totally impressed. And every week of that project, they got the high overview on exactly the cost and the time. From the very beginning, they had the initial schedule and they had the actual schedule. Any difference in between the two was explained by a risk, which was the risk mitigation. Unbelievable. And we told the vendor, risk mitigation means you identify the risk before it happens. So every week, the vendor would identify what they could see that could potentially cause risk. So when it actually happened and they mentioned that 5 times in a row and nobody did anything about it, there was no discussion on whose fault it was.
If you enjoyed this video, make sure to hit the thumbs up button and subscribe to our channel for more content. If you have any questions about the best value approach or for Dr. Dean, leave them in the comment section below and we'll get to them in a later video. Thanks, and we'll see you next time.